Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm aware, before we get started, that we already have two arc series, but I thought, you know what, we need a third. So here we go, here's our third arc series. Now I'm currently playing on the Ragnarok map. I think that's how you pronounce it, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, Now the idea for this series I guess is kind of a little bit more, okay, I'm going to say less serious. I'm not entirely sure how strict we're going to stay to that, but you know, we'll just see what happens. So, yeah, so this is the Ragnarok map. The idea of the series, like I said, is for it to be less serious. Just wait for that to pass. But also for me to bring on people that, for example, may not usually join us on the Arc series. So we will occasionally have Luke and Annie. It'll be predominantly hosted by me, but we'll occasionally have Luke and Annie join me, and maybe some other guest people who just kind of tag along for the day or for an episode or two. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's got a lot of stuff ahead of it, I reckon. A lot of potential. So what I'm going to start off doing is... Ooh, that's an idea. I'm deciding... Because usually in an arc, survival evolved, you go with the usual kind of, I don't know, method of building a base. You establish your base, you expand your base, you get the dinosaurs. Fuck off, Dodo. Get the dinosaurs and expand from there kind of idea. But what I think I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm going to build like a thatch base and then essentially move on to the sea. So using the rafts that they have. That'd be pretty cool, I reckon. Could get a lot of stuff done with that. I know it's very glitchy. Can you shut up? I know it's very glitchy, but it would be pretty cool to do that. So I think we're going to give that a try. Oh my god. So what I am going to sort of do in this first episode is kind of introduce to it a little bit. Just mess around, kind of maybe start a base, probably not finish one. But hey, it's not really important. So yeah, all's going pretty well at the moment. I have, however, realised that in the world at the moment, it is a bit depressing. Now, I'm not just saying the kind of arguments between North Korea and sort of America, because I'm aware that's problematic enough. But it's the fact that whenever I open the BBC, right, to have a look at your daily news, it's just full of depressing stories. Like, opened it today, and I think the most light-hearted of things I could read was the world's oldest giant panda had died. So yeah, that was a depressing one. so I really kind of want to know what is going on with the world. I know it's going to shit a little, but I don't get why. Like, come on, just no, because it means my generation or the generation current, right? The newer generations are just gonna have to pick up your mess. I don't have the fucking energy to do that. It's fine. That's why I'm gaming and not off solving real life problems. Ha! What a life. So yeah, that was it's always great fun because it's like almost like newsreel bingo. That'd be a great game. It's basically you decide you can pretty much predict what's going to be in the news before you even open the app. So for example, you can most days go like for the moment. So tensions between North Korea and the US rising. That's always going to be a story. Another story that's up at the moment is, of course, the destruction caused by the two hurricanes that have hit the US, so Irma and Harvey. And you also get like the really odd, weird ones about like just random people dying. So I think the other day there was a cyclist, or today there was a cyclist who had died in London. That was enjoyable reading. It's just great. You go to find some happy news in the world. The best you come up with is a dead cyclist and a dead old panda. So yeah, life is apparently going amazingly. Yeah. Alright, so just talking about the channel a little for the time being, just completely sidetracking. We are aware how inconsistent our uploads have been, and if we're completely honest, we're aware it's been shit. What we're trying to do now is we're trying to at least get an episode out every other day or every two. So one day you record, next day is blank, next day you release a video and so forth or whatever. But the reason there's been no videos these past probably about 3 weeks now is because we've either all been on holiday or we've all been heading back to school. So obviously, and getting it's like proper hard exam year now. So we're moving into the difficult part. So we're all just trying to settle back in, and we just didn't have the time in the end. So we're going to try and do it now that we're all back at school and stuff. And you're all, I don't know, we're all back from holiday as well. So nothing's really in the way of or stopping us now. We're really excited to get properly involved with the channel now. I think all of us have now featured in a video or two. So Luke and me are doing two. Luke is now in two of our channel series. So we have the series that me and Luke host called The Space Racists. It's about as exciting as it sounds. It's usually got some offensive stuff in, a lot of moments. Wow. Yeah, you'll see if you give it a watch. We've also got The Escapist 2 at the moment, currently we've got Prison Life up, and can I just say, the recommended videos for that is perfect. So, we called the first episode Prison Life, and of course, the way the YouTube, recommended videos section or related videos section is just putting a documentary on how kids survive in prison. I think we've hit a new low. So, I don't even know, what am I trying to achieve here? I'll just take a minute. Right, food and water. Right, let's go. Right. So, it's clearly going well on the channel when we've got documentaries of prison life being broadcasted all over it. Great. I've never felt more proud. We also have plans for future. It's past game. We also have plans for future and upcoming series, so I really would need to get some more videos of the Tales of Chieftain Jin out. I don't know how that's panned out though, because in order to get Ragnarok, you have to like go through these phases. Like you have to like essentially prestige the game. But I don't know if that's reset the world for. We'll have to see. So we may have to start that one again, or release a video saying like that it's been. I don't know. But we also need to continue the Arc 1 things, and we're aware that there are so many series that we started, we just haven't bothered to finish. But we really want to get the Dishonored series out. We want to start a Dishonored series. I absolutely love the series of it. It's great. Played the original, got the second one as well. That was really good. And the third one, the most recent one, is Death of the Outsider. Now that looks awesome, because it's kind of going away from the main plot line, but it's staying to it. So if you're into sneaking games and probably a lot of failing, give them a watch when they come out. Most likely, it'll be the crew, and we'll be doing 3 different methods of how to like do the games, I guess. So I'm doing the sneaky kind of ghost mode, the one that takes hours, that makes you want to kill yourself. So should be a fine addition to the collection. Luke will be doing the killer because it's fun, and Annie will be doing. I don't really know what Annie's doing. No one knows what Annie's doing. Never has, never will. So yeah, we want to get that series out as well. So it should be cool. I don't really know how it's going to work out, but we'll have to wait and see. I've also just realised that I've killed off all my friends, all my dodo friends. Fuck. I need more. Because now I'm hungry. Need to eat their meat. But you don't want to beat their meat, because that's a level of bestiality we won't be dropping to today. Right. Level up. Boy, right. Right, let's get the good stuff. Can I? Ooh, difficult choice. I don't want to stand ass naked. Although I'm sure many people enjoy that. Look at that fine that fine posture, that fine embodiment of a man. Wonderful. It's clearly a life accurate representation of myself. Uh, it's actually photorealistic, 100%. Oh, smack that meat. All right. Um. Well, no. That's not this video. That's the prison life video. You can beat your meat in that one, but you're not beating it when you're all alone. Especially with the dodos around. Don't know what they'll think it is. Oh well. Right, so I haven't really explored the map really. I know there's a castle somewhere in this map, and I know there's like a really cool chasm in the middle. Apart from that, I haven't really looked into the map much because I don't want to spoil it for myself. So, if you have played the map, if you're watching and you liked it or whatever, drop a comment and recommend where I should go because, like I said, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Uh, oh, I'm dying of toxicity. Lovely. Right. So I need to get more thatch now. Let's go over here. I think we're going to build our house. Kind of up on this little top bit here. Looks quite nice. We'll clear the trees and we'll put it right here. Ooh. Well, that looks quite nice. I reckon we could build it there. Ooh. Maybe we could transfer the Tales of Chieftain Jin. We could transfer it from the Scorched Earth. We could bring... Because I don't really know how this works in game, by the way. But if you put you can put a creature, a dinosaur, in that pillar thing, and it does some shit, and you can put it on another world. Seems legit. So what we might do is I might get Jin over onto this world if I can, and we'll just start the Tales of Chieftain Jin on here with the new rules of stuff. Because I don't know what's happened to the Scorched Earth, and honestly, it's a bitch to play through. Oh fuck's sake! Are you kidding me? Ugh. Alright, let me drop shit in this. Fuck, not what should I do? No, what the fuck? Oh yeah, there we go. Right, what I need is thatch. Oh, I'll get all that thatchy goodness. Yes, come on. That sounded fun, sexual. Right, okay. Here's another story time for you lads. We're at school today. Now, don't know if you take, GCSE or whatever, or A level, or like the exams in America. I don't really know how they work. Not touch away be studying Shakespeare either. But if you have studied like Shakespearean romance and comedy plays, such as Romeo and Juliet, and you felt marginally or borderline suicidal after them, I feel you. Oh, it's the single most painful experience of my life. And currently we're doing an exam practice on it, right? And basically, it's a soliloquy in the middle of Juliet's, right? I don't really know what they are, I'm going to be honest. I think they're just a poem kind of idea. Not too good at the old English. But, so you got a soliloquy in the middle, but it's just a little fucked up. Do you get me? Like, it's talking about a 13-year-old essentially fantasizing, and it is the weirdest and possibly the most awkwardest thing I've ever had to read in a class. Neither do I want to ever experience it again in my life. So yeah, that was the single most terrifying experience I've ever been through. It was horrible. Just having people read it out was bad enough. So again, if you watched it, I feel you. Borderline suicide after reading it, I get you. I completely understand, and I'd assist. So I'm sorry if you take an English degree or whatever. Personally, I don't get it. Why you'd put yourself through another 4 years of having to learn literature? No idea why. But I guess whatever floats your goat. Whatever floats your goat, lads. Ooh, lovely as hell. Right. Yeah, so everyone's been back to school this week. It's been joyful. I forgot how much I love it. It's just pure gold. Like, you go back to school and you get all the ads at the beginning of the summer. So when we broke up, you think the last thing you want to think about is having to go back, right? Now, the problem with that is at the very beginning of the summer, all clothing shops, all stationery shops like to broadcast that they've got their back to school stuff in. Nobody wants to hear that shit until like the second to last day of the holidays. No one. So the worst thing is when I have a younger sister who enjoys school, and hearing that she's excited to go back to school, I envy the times that I enjoyed school. So I really wish I still enjoy school. I mean, the only reason I still go probably nowadays and enjoy it is because of the people there. But apart from that, it's the daily joy. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a little catch up for this. I am aware I've achieved fucking all, but this is an incredible base. So we'll get this properly started next time, and I might have a guest with me, maybe Luke, Annie, or someone completely different. Who knows? But we will find out next time. Until then, adios.